Exactly.
Being harder is never something I've like
not like, oh, I
wanted.
wish you were rock hard right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt like there was a steel pipe in my puss.
Oh my God. What are you, a coal miner? Like,
yeah, I had to finish it the way I started it.
welcome to Emma and Cass Do.
Thanks to our expert guests, Honey Do Me has brought you episodes all about how to.
We've learned how to eat ass, how to ride cowgirl, how to give life-changing handjobs, and so much more.
But we think it's high time to tell you how it went.
So we're here to overshare, of course, and give you an honest review from the perspective of two total amateurs.
So get ready, because in this episode, we're
Doing sex toys.
3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 'Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. 'Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. 'Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
You ready to do it, baby?
I'm ready to do it with my small hands that you just told me
Mhm.
I have.
I told Emma she has small hands, because she does.
I always thought I had monster hands.
No, you don't have monster hands.
Because I have my father's fingers. So
I was going to say a hand job thing, so we went different directions.
Yeah, different directions. Because I just have fat fingers, so I always pictured just my hands being fat and big.
They're tiny, and I think what happened is somebody with a tiny wiener told you that they were big to make themselves feel better.
Thank you. You see all those TikToks where they're like, that's a big, like, scar on your hand.
yeah.
You're like, I'm sorry. What?
Teeny weeny.
Teeny weeny. I love it so much. That makes
Yeah.
me really happy.
And there's nothing wrong with a small weenie.
No, it's
Nothing
fine.
wrong.
But we're just saying,
Don't be a dick.
don't be an even bigger dick in your personality.
Yeah.
Because that's not how it works.
You shouldn't be a bigger dick than what's between your
Then
legs.
what's between your legs? Exactly.
There's your barometer.
There's your barometer, and stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Please stay grounded, stay humble.
Just like we do.
Just like you and I do. We walk around with big titty energy
Yeah.
for two
For two itty bitty titty committee members.
Itty members. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's different than
That's different.
it is different. It's important to know that that's just called being empowered. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. Let's also talk about something else that empowers us.
Sex toys.
Sex toys.
Oh my God. I remember the first time I ordered a sex toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about this forever ago, but I forget
Yeah.
what your first one
It was the Satisfier Pro 2. So first one, best
Okay.
one.
yeah.
Go
first
with
one,
what your
best
heart
one, last
wants.
one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Excuse
I'm
you.
drinking a mimosa.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a big one.
It wasn't even. It
But
didn't
it was,
even
like,
make
long.
a noise.
It was like a
It's because I was
long-
stifling it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna burp. I'm a lady.
Well, I think it'd be funny if you did burp.
Yeah, I'll let it out next time. And you can fart.
I would love to.
Just put the mic
I'm gonna put the
right
mic
by
to my
your
mouth.
ass.
And just let it rip.
And then
Sorry.
wouldn't you feel at home, listeners?
So assaulting. Like out of nowhere, they just get a fat
Juicy big
I didn't want to go there. Right in their ear holes.
Yeah, so the first toy I got was Satisfier Pro 2. I had wanted to order a toy for so long, but I didn't have my own like Amazon account. And
Right.
that I didn't know about like sex toy stores or really anything. Like I knew of like, the adult store and those kinds of things.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
really wanted one from the time that I was like probably 18, which I guess isn't young at all for wanting a sex toy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. My first was that little pickle looking thing from Spencer's.
It looked like
it was
a
like
pickle.
a green, like 3
The
inches
pickle
long.
tickler.
That sounds like
If
a
that
dick toy.
wasn't the name though.
It was not a pickle tickler. Like a little green one from Spencer's that I got as a gag gift when I was like 16, and I was like, jokes on
You're
you.
like, I'm gonna gag on
I'm
that.
I'm gonna guzzle that. And that was,
Isn't it funny that we can guzzle things from multiple holes?
ugh. Well, I don't like that. But yeah, and then I never bought another one because that one died after a couple years of extensive use.
extensive daily
daily
torture.
it was tuckered out I changed batteries, everything, but all of like the sealing, like when you screw it on, all of that like became like stripped. It just
Corroded.
wouldn't. It just wouldn't do anything. It was like,
I
I'm
mean,
very
with the
old.
pH of a vagina.
I'm so old. Please let me pass. That's all it wanted to do.
Go. It's like,
Let me. I would literally have to hold the top on so that it would still vibrate. Even
Was
with,
it one that went inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was only like 3 inches long with like the tiniest little curve at the end. But then that one died probably before I got out of high school, and then I never bought another toy until COVID.
Wow.
And then we started talking about this podcast,
Yeah.
so I ordered one off of Bellessa, my old faithful, which is also dying.
Oh.
The same issue,
But a fair use.
fair use,
That's
adult
not
use.
Yeah, that's not like a knock on them for it dying.
No, totally. That was like I've put it through the ringer these past couple
Your
years.
ringer.
My ringer. It wore me like a ring. Wait, yeah.
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 You were the ring.
Yep, I was the ring.
I am the ring, bitch.
Frodo called.
Put a ring on
I'm
it.
the ring.
That was a really dorky reference.
I've never even seen those movies.
I have.
That was so dorky.
Jurgen is really into those movies.
No one
Like when he's
judge
little,
me.
he used to paint the little figurines.
I feel like he still does that, and you're just not telling me.
I
The other day when I came in, he was digging through his Lego box out here, so I just don't know what to believe.
for his birthday, I got him the Millennium Falcon Lego set.
Is that That's not Lord of the Rings.
No, that's Star Wars.
That's Star Wars.
They're all in the same category. for
They're
me.
all basically
But
the
I
same.
don't. I haven't seen all the Star Wars, and I don't plan to. But the Lord of the Rings ones are actually good.
I hear you.
I like
hear
the
you.
fantasy aspect. I like fairies.
I like fairies. We've gotten off track.
No,
Nope.
today we're doing fairies.
We're talking Lord of the Rings and
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I'm on cast do Lord of the Rings.
I'm sorry. Did you get the wrong impression from the start of this?
Ugh.
That was weird.
We're taking a major shift.
Yeah.
We're just going to be
Oh.
a fantasy podcast. Not the kind of fantasy we've talked about before.
Nope. Drink. Okay.
So you know I'm drinking. I made this
Moving
sound.
on. So I forgot what you did for toys.
Okay, yes. That's okay. It's not your job to
We had this idea so long ago,
Mhm.
and then we talked about it initially, and we haven't talked about it too much more since because
Yeah.
that's our MO with these dudes.
Yeah,
we
we've been trying.
we do them and we don't talk about it.
And it's the worst part, but we do it for you, babe.
Yeah.
We do it for you.
I had a slight panic attack that we didn't hit record, but we're good.
We're good. Rock on.
Rock on.
Yeah. The toys that I originally told you, one of them didn't end up working out for me. So I panic.
I literally burped at the same time. Mine was just quieter.
I was gonna hide it, and then I remembered you telling me to do it.
Literally, I burped at the same time. That was so weird. That is foul.
So that's just a little kiss from the depths of both of us.
we're disgusting.
What if burping is just your innards blowing a kiss?
my butt blowing a kiss every time I fart?
Yeah.
I'll just sit on people's laps when I fart, because then it's just like a little kiss.
Mm. Or like a make out.
A baritone fart. Literally, it dropped so many octaves. Jesus fucking
This
Christ.
isn't even the content
This
yet.
isn't even what we're talking about today.
Anyways.
Can you please go? Okay, so
one
the
of the
first
ones
one
didn't work. So I'll just get that one right out of the way.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then I panic bought one yesterday.
Okay.
And like panic
true-
tried it.
Cast form.
In true cast form, because I was not going to come with subpar
You were not going to
information.
come.
I
from
did
this
not come.
toy.
Will be the answer. Okay, so I tried a vibrating butt plug. I've been very open about how I like butt stuff. I like butt plugs. I think they're very fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, next level cast. Like, how are we going to level up? How are we going to like bring the fucking house down?
Uh-huh.
Vibrating
Burn
butt
it
plug.
down. Yeah.
How are we going to burn this shit to the ground? Vibrating butt plug.
Uh-huh.
So I got the Satisfier, like I think it's called like Backdoor Pleasures or something like that. Just like your run of the mill vibrating butt plug. I trust Satisfier, so it
Right.
just went I went in.
Went in
felt
for it.
safe.
Yeah.
Felt at home.
Went in butt first.
But first, so want to try it out by myself first, as you do with most things that you want to
that are
try
new.
that are new.
Yeah.
And thank God I did. It was not my thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't my thing at all.
Uh-huh.
It was fine. Like, yeah, it was something vibrating in my ass, but it's not like that was gonna like get me off.
Right.
Like, not even like a little bit. And so maybe I wasn't in the mood, TBH. I tried it with like other vibrators. I tried it with one that I'm going to talk about later today, and then I tried it with like my tried and true Satisfier. And it was just like
okay,
it was fine.
There's a thing vibrating in my butt type
Like,
of a vibe.
I did orgasm, but it wasn't like special. It was kind of just like a
You had a
weak
butt
one.
orgasm?
No, I was using a vibrator as well, so I had like a clit orgasm. But it didn't like add anything to it.
Yeah.
And again, I totally could have like not been in the mood for it, and that was why. But honestly, I think my preferences have changed a little bit since I've gone on medication, like antidepressants. I think I'm not quite as into butt stuff anymore.
Yeah, or just vibrating butt plug isn't for you, and that
Well,
took
then
you
I
out of
just
the
turned
moment.
it off and tried, and I still wasn't like a huge fan. So I think I'm just like not in a butt stuff mood right now.
Yeah,
which
it
is
comes
fine.
in waves.
It comes
as
and
I've
goes.
heard.
Yeah,
It's like a
comes and
phase.
goes.
We all went through that emo phase, you know?
Yeah.
And now we're coming out of the butt phase.
I hope she comes back around sometime. I'd
Yeah.
love to visit her again. Kiss on the cheek.
Kiss,
but
kiss.
like the cheek, because I have butt cheeks.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was just not for me. Nothing against the toy itself. I think if that's something that you're interested in, definitely try it. It was great. It didn't hurt or anything.
Just not your
But
vibe.
yeah, just not my vibe.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
That's fair.
a vibrating butt plug is going to be a no for me right now. Maybe
Yeah.
later, but right now didn't add enough for me. I would just, at that point, it was literally just the pressure, which is what I did like about butt stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just use a regular one that I
Yeah.
don't have to like turn on.
I don't have to worry about vibrating out of my butt.
It had hella options though.
Really?
Like, oh my God, I feel like there were 60 different vibrating patterns.
Jeez.
And before I had put it in my ass, I took it out of the box and was just like showing my partner. And then I did it at my dog, and he ran, and he was very scared.
Did you watch? Did you get dog hair on it at all?
No, I just did it like at his face, and he got scared, and Todd ran away.
Yeah, they don't like things that vibrate at them.
No,
I
but it
don't
was
think.
really funny watching him be scared of a tiny little butt plug.
Tiny little butt plug. Well, I mean, at least you tried it. I mean, that
Yeah.
made the most sense for you as like a toy to go towards.
Right, and it was something that we had talked about before, like in our butt stuff episode. You were saying that like the beads were vibrating when you were using a vibrator, and that felt really good. And so it was
Right.
like, oh, okay, I'll just get something that does that automatically. And it just like,
Maybe just
Wasn't what I
tangential
thought.
vibrating with
Yeah.
the pressure eventually if
Yeah.
you like feel like you want to
exactly.
try butt stuff
But
again.
the pressure was enough for me. I don't want another thing
Fair
back there
enough.
for right now.
For right now.
For right now, I'm not ready.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, good first review, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though that's not your only. You have a couple more, right?
I have a couple more. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll go to mine.
Okay.
So you got me the Satisfier Pro, the suction
Yes.
toy, and I obviously have loved it. And but I was also craving like internal vibrating and like, you know, of my vibrator as well.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to try like a dual toy. It was shaped like a long C. So the part that goes inside of you was like pretty long and also kind of tipped down.
Okay.
And then the suction part came out and like was smaller than the Satisfier Pro as a
Yes.
suction, but like that's what it was. And I was really excited to try it. It came in and like I literally wanted to try it that night. So when the first night I tried it, I didn't feel like the suction made it far enough to like reach my clit.
Okay.
But I really wanted to use the fact that it was a vibrator because I told you
Yeah.
like my favorite
Your
one,
tried and true.
my
Yeah.
tried and true has been dying. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, I can't use that one, so I'm gonna use this one. So it was very a lot because I had my Satisfier Pro that I tried to sub for the top. And
Tap
then,
in.
Yeah. And then I had the vibrating part of the suction of the dual toy inside of me. So there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I had the vibrator on like the lowest setting. That also had like a lot of settings. It would go super high.
Yes.
And it was fine, but I think I was a little distracted. Like I still finished with it, but I was so distracted by having to deal with two toys
Right.
and my orgasm that I was like, I don't know what's happening here.
Maybe it's a two toy thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, it wasn't great.
Yeah, maybe. So, I wanted to give it a second shot because I'm like, obviously, like this can't just be how it is. Like this works for some people. So I tried
Maybe
it.
your clit's too high.
Maybe my clit's
It's
too
on your belly
high.
button.
So I tried it again, and I did feel like I got into a better position where the suction part was hitting my clit, and like it actually felt good, but I had to turn it up pretty high. Like, I don't know if you feel this way, but the Satisfyer Pro is pretty like condensed to one spot, and it's powerful.
Yeah.
And this one just wasn't as powerful, so I was like expecting that from it, but it wasn't the same. And I turned up the vibrator a little bit more, and I just didn't love the feeling because of the way the inside of the vibrator tipped down, and it had a little bit of a lip on it. It felt very like flicky
Okay.
on the inside. So it was almost like no matter how slow I had it, it was still like too fast.
Oh.
So it kind of just like took me out of the moments every time I tried to use it.
Yeah.
So it might just be like I was too overwhelmed for it. But I really enjoyed both feelings when I've used the Satisfyer Pro in like my fingers or something. But this toy just like wasn't it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It wasn't the right one, I don't think. But I just love the concept so much.
Right.
I want it to work.
Got it. So maybe like angles and so would you try a different one
I
that
would
was
maybe
similar?
I would try a
Okay.
different one for sure. I think it was the angle of the vibrator part that was throwing me off, because I even one time tried to turn it when it was inside of me so that the tip would now face like where the G spot would be, instead of facing down, and it still just like felt too fast, too flicky. So I think it was the angle of the vibrator, like the shape of the vibrator part, that I would need to try a different one.
That's frustrating.
Yes.
I have one of those. And I do really like it. That being said, it is very intense and it is a lot. But I think mine is a little more flexible, it sounds like. And so you can really adjust where the like clit sucker is. But again, it's like it's a lot of things going on. And so it's kind of it's something you have to be willing to like work with and kind of like take your time to I don't know, when you're used to the Satisfyer.
It's just different. And I really enjoy the feeling of like in and out with something that's inside of me. And this one just was stiffer. So like I would stop all sensation if I moved one part of it.
Okay.
You know? So I mean, it's just finding what fits. And this one just wasn't quite the
It wasn't the one.
It wasn't the one for me.
It's not your person.
But, you know, if your worst day is trying a sex toy that didn't work exactly right, I think it's okay.
I think it's still a pretty good day.
Yeah, still a pretty good day. That was my first one.
Yeah, so I think those are kind of our like, didn't go so great. I do want to talk about my Hail Mary one that I got yesterday before I go into like the pastel.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a cock ring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so not for you, but for your partner.
But for a vibrating one that had like a clit stimulator on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I got one that it's like, you know, the ring part, like a silicone ring, and then it has like a circle, like a big kind of like plastic but silicone covered circle that has like some bridges on it. Does that make sense?
So
picture like a literal ring with like just a big circle at the top, kind of like a diamond ring-ish type vibe. But it faces you. So when they put it on their wiener.
That's something so demeaning about the word wiener. Yes, when they put it on their wiener.
When they put it on their wiener, that like flat vibrating part is at the top. So when they enter you, that's like touching the clit.
Got it.
Or whatever.
So it's like a disc type of thing. Like it's solid.
Yes.
It's not like a
circle.
circle.
Not hollow. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a disc. And yeah, it is vibrating for them as well. So like you don't have to put it in a vagina.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing, I think it would have benefits. I got it because I wanted more clitoral stimulation because, to be honest, sex has been harder since I've been on medication, and I feel like I need more stimulation in order to like really stay in the moment and feel any sort of pleasure, because my sex drive just isn't the same. So if you don't know what a cock ring does, have you ever used a cock ring?
No.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Okay. So basically an erection a boner is when all the blood goes into the
Another word
penis
for the erection.
because the arteries are like opening up, but the veins are constricting, so blood isn't leaving the penis. When you put a cock ring on, you can use it in a couple of different ways, but you put it at the base of the penis. You can also put the balls in it. We did not do that.
That's
I
good.
don't know how it would be big enough. Like
Like a lasso.
I feel like it would fall off. I know.
It would
Like
fall
as in I
off?
feel like the penis and the balls would fall
Oh.
off.
Like you just pinch them until they're done.
Exactly, like a lamb's tail.
Was there like there was another ring for the balls though that you guys didn't
No,
use?
it's not a separate ring. I just heard. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't do that though. That scared me.
Ooh.
I researched this all last night because I had no idea how to use a cock ring. TBH.
No, I've never really gotten it. They
No.
just seem so small.
Yes.
And I'm like, how does this feel good for the person with the penis? Like
Exactly.
I don't get it.
So we went to the store last night. Like my partner and I, we went on a date last night, but before we went out on our date, actually before I went to Reiki, we went to a sex shop and we picked out a cock ring. It was really fun. It was really fun
As you
taking
do.
him to the sex shop because we've been together, but it was fun going with him and just
Yeah.
like looking at different things. And he was like laughing and it was just silly. But yeah, we
I can
picked out one
picture
and
him
he was very nervous because it does look small and they are stretchy, but they're tight because the point of a cock ring is to restrict blood flow
Right.
to make your dick harder.
Mm-hmm.
And it did that. So use lube to put it on. We forgot the first time. We
Oh,
had to try a couple of
God.
times. Okay, so he just like put it on, and then we started kind of having like foreplay type stuff, and then he looked down at his penis, and
Was
was
it
like,
blue?
It was slightly blue, like rock fucking hard, like rock hard. I had never seen anything like this, and like
Monster.
I'm just gonna get a little like
God.
graphic, but
Remember
like
that
very
I have
veiny.
to look him in the
You
eye
have to
in
look
like
him
an
in the
hour.
eye, yeah, and like pretty veiny and like it was intense.
I don't like that I'm picturing Jurgen's dick right now.
And well, all these other people are too. So it's
Sorry,
fine.
Jurgen. I know you can hear me.
He knew this was for content. He panicked. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if my shit was turning blue and veiny, I'd fucking
It was like
freak
very
out.
slightly blue, like not a scary blue at all. And I looked it up, and you can wear a cock ring for like 20 to 30 minutes very safely.
Yeah.
So it was nothing to worry about. But he was like panicked. It was intense, and so we had to like have it go down, as in his boner had to go away. So I just started saying like the most
Oh my
horrible
God.
things.
You didn't just
that
take
I
it
could.
off?
You can't. It's stuck.
Oh, I get
It
what
was
you're
literally
saying.
stuck. He had to get soft before we could take it off.
That's
So
terrifying.
I was just like trying to say the things that I thought would make him soft.
Oh my God.
And then I like wobbled around like a goblin and like made scary noises, and it worked. I'm
Why
sorry.
do you guys always have the weirdest shit happen?
I don't know. Anyways, so panic, whatever. We got it off. Breathe. I was like trying to kind of get him through that. I'm like, you're okay. You're safe. We know that this is safe. And we just kind of did some breathing and it was fine. And then he was like, okay, I do want to actually try it now that I know what I'm doing going in. And he's like, but once it happens, like once I get hard, like we're having sex immediately. Is that okay
Yeah.
with you? And I was like, yes, obviously. And we did use a condom with it. So
Whoa, that's
yeah.
a lot of things
So
constricting that
we
penis.
put on the cock ring, and then we only have these condoms that are like slightly too small right now too.
Oh, no.
It was just like bad, and they get dry really fast, and it was just like they're not my favorites. So it was just like a lot of things, but he did it, and then we just like had sex. We turned on the vibrating thing, which also has like a million different pulsing types. And it was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
It was really fun. I could definitely feel it. He could feel it. I didn't notice like a big difference in terms of like his actual dick. Like it didn't feel that different, but like having the vibration right there felt really good.
Okay.
The only thing that I was like, was because it felt like I was using a vibrator while having sex, but the vibrator kept leaving my clit.
Got it.
And so
got
it was
it.
kind of like, okay. But it was fun and it was good and I really liked it. But then he started to get a little numb
Yeah.
after we got in. So he was like, I think I need to be done. And I'm like, yes, we're done.
Uh-huh.
So good experience. We'll probably try it again. but definitely something to like work up to in terms of time.
Yeah.
And I've heard that there's like adjustable cock rings. That's probably where you should start.
Yeah, that makes the most sense because those things are fucking tight.
They're fucking tight, which is the point.
Which is the point, but it's not like a stretchy rubber. It's like one of the harder, I feel like.
It was cushiony. It was
Okay.
like cushiony,
The ones that
stretchy
I've touched
rubber,
have been
but
like,
no,
ugh.
it wasn't like that. It was, and I mean, there are like metal cock rings and
Jesus,
that kind of stuff,
fucking
which,
A.
yeah, I mean, especially if you're like into more painful things, I feel like that would
That
make sense.
would
'Cause
work.
he said it hurt a little bit, but it felt good too. I think it was like a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was small. Like he was scared. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't think I'm gonna fit in there, and I was like, we'll make it fit because you
Mhm.
put it on while they're soft.
Got it. And you said lube.
Lube,
to
lube,
put it on.
lube. Yeah. The second time we obviously put it on with a lot of lube. We were just overwhelmed the
Yeah.
first time. And yeah, it was good. I didn't, we didn't finish that way. We like continued having sex after, but
Right.
with different.
Wow. Crazy. Well, good
Yeah.
for you for doing a panic purchase.
Panic cock ring.
Panic cock. Hail Mary cock ring. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hail Mary 69. Hail Mary cock ring.
Something worth trying.
Yeah.
If you're like, curious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not recommend it.
I like that it had a clitoral stimulation thing.
Yes.
At the top, because like cock ring itself, it wouldn't be for me if it didn't have something beneficial for me. Like
Exactly.
being harder is never something I've like.
I'm not like, oh, I wish
wanted.
you were rock hard right now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It felt like there was a steel pipe in my puss.
Oh my god! What are you, a coal miner? Like,
Yeah, I had to finish it the way I started it.
I wish there was a steel pipe in my puss. So if no one makes Cass a shirt that says "steel pipe in my puss," I don't know what you're doing here.
We should be a steel pipe and a cat for Halloween.
Oh. Fine, I don't want to be the cat. I'll be this. No, I want to be the cat. I want to be the cat. I want to be the cat.
You said it. Everyone heard you.
I want to be the cat.
Everyone heard you. You're the steel
Get
pipe.
your finger away from me. Don't point that at me. I've done nothing wrong. I didn't perjure myself. Fuck off. Crazy. I know a lot about Jurgen's penis and what it could look like.
It's called normalization, babe.
Like, is it when it is basically your friend family and now you know everything about their penis? It's a little hard. Thank you for sharing. That was great. Fuck.
You okay? You choking on a little dick?
Choking on a little dick here. Oh my god. All right. I have one more. It's my grand finale. I didn't panic purchase
Yeah.
a second toy unlike other
Okay.
people.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't hate you at all.
I don't hate you at all. I just only have one more story. It's fine. I got to try something I've been wanting to try for a very long time. I've talked about this for so many months to Cass. I bought the Lovability water slide.
I'm so
Water
ready to hear.
Slide.
Okay, describe what it is for the people.
So the water slide is an attachment onto the faucet in your bathtub. It's a little plastic water slide that has a ribbon that goes through it and over it. So you tie it underneath your faucet and it like has the water run
ribbon?
out. Yeah, it's a little ribbon. It's really cute. It's really cute. I got the purple one. I got the basket of it. So it came with a water slide, a like arousal, like aroma spray,
Ooh.
a hair towel, and I think one more other thing. I don't remember. But it was fantastic. So I wanted to try this on a night that actually my roommate was out of town because I wanted to kind of make it a night for myself. So
be loud.
Well, I don't know if I'm loud, but it was
Screaming.
yelling at the just bloody murder whenever I have an orgasm.
Yeah.
I've only had sex twice. Just kidding. Okay. I tried it on the night right after we actually had our interview with Evian Whitney about sensuality. And what really stuck with me was her explanation of elongating your own foreplay. and really making it like a night for yourself. So that's what I did. I like got wine, I made myself dinner, and I like just enjoyed like the slowness of an evening by myself, and like turned on music. I had candles.
Aww.
I have Casey Musgrave's Boy Smells candle or slow burn candle, which is delicious. And so I had that like in every room I went in. I just carried it with me.
Oh,
So I had the evening
who's
like
the coal miner now?
carrying candles with me.
I don't know. I feel like that's a coal miner thing.
That's a coal miner thing for sure. So that was just like, it was one of my favorite things to do, which is cook and listen to like really good music and have like be alone, which I love you, Gabby, but like I love being alone. And then I like decided, okay, now it's time to go to the bath. And I like had bath salts. I had like my perfect bathtub oasis on Spotify. Beautiful
Ooh,
playlist.
Okay.
That is a little freebie for you. I didn't make it.
I'll share that one. I won't
I know.
gatekeep.
Just I won't gatekeep. It's I didn't even make it. It was just on Spotify. And so once the bath was like, I don't know, a fourth of the way full, I put on the water slide and I'm like, okay, this is going to be on for a while, so I'm going to get in soon.
For a while.
For a while.
You just get in dry. There's no water in the bathtub.
I just sit, splash my little hands, wait for it to fill up. Fantastic. So I get in and I'm like, okay, this is like really nice sensation. Like the waterfall, it sticks out pretty far. So I thought I was going to have to like really jump myself out there to get it to land on my vulva. It didn't. It's like it stuck out pretty far. It's probably like 1.5 feet long.
Okay.
So it like does reach.
Yeah.
In a like an average size bathtub.
Yeah.
And my first thought was like, this is like a really nice sensation, but like I'm not going to have an orgasm from this. And that's fine. Like that doesn't have to be the goal. I just different feelings. And then I was like, I had wine in the tub and the music. And I was just kind of like, the sensation is getting a little bit nicer. But the tub is getting full. So I had to like stop the water, drain the tub a little bit. Which kind of broke up, the sensation. And so once I was starting again, like I started the water again, it felt really good. And it actually started feeling like when you're using like a clitoral toy, how maybe it can feel overwhelming at first, but you get really into that initially. So I was like, this is fantastic. Again, the tub got a little too full. When I'm telling you I had it on for a long time.
When I'm telling you our water bill is going to be a little higher this month.
Through the roof.
So where is the water going? Just like all over the vulva? Are you directing it on the clit? Like,
so I thought the water slide
your
itself, right in my asshole. To be honest, I was on all fours. They didn't specifically target it to be that, but I was on all fours.
I'm telling you, when it cleans you out.
When I say bidet, I mean bidet.
I mean water slide.
I mean water slide. No, so it was actually kind of interesting because the water slide itself is like 1.5 inches wide. So I thought it would be like a wider flow, but once it got to the end, it got very narrow.
Okay.
So it legitimately was on my clit.
Okay.
Like the whole time.
And what kind of temperature are we talking?
I started at like a bath temperature, so it was like slightly like hot warm. Which was, it felt amazing. Like, I didn't feel like it was burning or like too hot or anything.
And then my clit was on fire.
And then my clit was on fire, so there's that. And once the bath got, I was like, fuck this. The bath keeps getting too full and I'm not turning this off. So I just let the bathtub like keep the drain open so that it was like constantly draining. Yeah. And it just like, I let myself kind of relax and like really start feeling like sensual and like tapping into my senses. And I started to feel very like sexy.
I love this.
I don't know. Like I was just really took Evion's like words to heart. And I did what we always talked about, which is like, you're alone and this is your masturbation practice. Like, feel into your body and no one's watching you, even though we have those fears.
Yes.
And like, be sexy with yourself if that's what you want to do. So like, I really let myself go there. And then I started like fantasizing. And then this water slide just felt like fucking magic. Like, it was one of the best feelings ever. And I'm like, okay, I think I can finish from this. And so by the time I was like reaching this kind of like climactic state, the water was getting colder, but it felt like fun temperature play because the bath was hot still.
Oh, I love it.
And so I was like getting there and it was like getting colder and it was just like making every nerve ending in my body feel like alive. And I just felt like this like sexual goddess. Like, I just like let myself fall into it.
I love this.
And then I like had an amazing water slide orgasm in the bathtub with wine and music and candles. And it was a magical night.
Oh my
I'm telling you, it was so beautiful.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I like really didn't think I was going to finish from it.
Yeah.
And I did, which I think you just have to give it time with something that's a little bit more, which is another thing we talked about with Evian. It's like be patient.
Right.
And like let that process fall out how it will, which is what I let myself do. And it was wonderful.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now I have to try.
You need to get a water slide.
I have to get one.
Let yourself like have a night. Like that's what I have to say. It's like, it's not an immediate satisfaction tool. It's like immediately fun.
Right.
But you have to like really fall into that moment for yourself, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then my hair got wet, so I had to take a shower after. I wasn't expecting that, but like the way you're kind of moving with it. And I just like kind of like let myself like fall into the tub with it. And it was just like delicious.
Oh my.
Delicious. You know when people say yummy?
Yes.
Like, yummy. But, like I never thought I'd be that girl, but I am.
But here you are.
Yeah.
Here you are, a water slide later, and
One
you are that
water slide
bitch.
later. Yeah. It was great. So I highly suggest.
Mine goes in a completely different direction because it is definitely more an immediate satisfaction
Okay.
type of tool. I got the infamous magic wand.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot what your last one was.
Yeah. So the magic wand, if you aren't aware, look it up. But it's like this huge fucking toy.
It's like a massager.
It looks like
a body massager.
It's a body massager. That's what it looks like. It's got this big, like, bulbous white end, and you plug it into the fucking wall.
To make it work?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Like, if this one wasn't battery powered, like, this is like the classic fucking magic wand.
Wow. You plug it into the wall.
You plug it into the fucking wall. And let me tell you, some things need the power of an outlet to go.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things.
Okay.
Wow.
Really?
She's powerful.
So my concern with that toy has always been it's not specific.
It's not specific.
But that's okay.
So, okay, I'll go into the whole thing. So, I'm not going to lie, I was scared of this one. Plugging it into a wall, that's too much power. It's electricity.
Yeah.
Who am I to try and control the weather?
Sure. The elements.
But yeah, so you turn it on, that bitch is rumbly.
Yeah.
Like that is a rumble tumble. Fuck yes.
Okay.
Loud.
So not a discreet toy.
This
by
is
any
not
means.
a discreet toy. You need an outlet, and you need if you don't want anybody to hear you, you need to be alone.
Yeah.
I think.
No quick escapes with this one.
No. I mean, there were some times when I was like, oh my God, this is kind of loud. And like, I don't care if my partner knows that I'm masturbating, but like it was loud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think my neighbors heard it. I don't think it's that loud.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. I hear people's like phone alarms going off through my walls.
I do hear my upstairs neighbors' phones going off, but I think that's because they're above us.
Yeah, you're on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, keep going.
Anyways, it was real good.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think it was going to get me off. I'll be honest. Like looking at it, I was like, I don't really understand the allure. Like what you're saying, it's not specific enough. I really like clit specific toys. You know what I mean? I don't even love like internal ones too much. But when I turned it on and I just like put it down there, and I kind of focused on the clit, but like it's big, so it kind of goes like around, like over the whole vulva.
The diameter itself is like inches.
It's inches for sure. I'm trying to like think of. Like,
I feel like it's
smaller than a softball, bigger than a golf ball.
I feel like it's like kind of baseball-ish.
Yeah, it's a baseball size for sure, but it's soft.
Yeah, you're not like pounding
it's not
a
made
baseball.
of leather. It's soft, and I just like put it down there, and I got off very fast.
Really,
it is a different sensation. Like it is so different from the Satisfyer Pro.
Okay,
it is rumbly. That is the only way I just can describe it. And I know we've had guests describe like different feelings, and like rumbly is how this one was. It was a little numbing, to be honest, because it was so much sensation that it was kind of like,
whoa,
is my clit still there?
Right. You vibed it right off your body.
Honestly, there were parts like it never hurt. It never hurt.
No, I feel that way where like after it's kind of not itchy, but kind of.
Yeah, just like a little raw. Not to a point that it hurts. This is not one that I would go back for multiple orgasms with.
Okay.
I'm done after one orgasm because it will come off. My entire vulva will come off. But this was one that I kind of was like, okay, I've always wanted to try the pillow thing that like we talked about with Nell, I think. Is that the one where you put it on a pillow or
Yep.
under a pillow? And I tried both, and I kind of did a little Beck from You
Oh yeah.
situation.
Love a couch pillow
Yeah.
hump moment.
A little pillow hump moment. And it was fucking good.
Yeah.
It was fucking good because it's so powerful that like drowned it out a little bit, but like the whole pillow was vibrating
I
because
love
it
that.
was very powerful. And I'm going to be honest, I used it on the lower setting. There's only 2 settings.
Really?
And that was
Only
the
2?
low setting. Yeah,
Fuck.
it's literally a switch. It's like one way or the other, like a hair dryer.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
So it was really fun.
Mhm.
And I will definitely keep that one in my arsenal. That's like,
Did you try it anywhere else over your body? I've heard that.
I
Trick.
didn't, because I didn't want to. I was,
Because I was steadfast and
I
focused.
found a spot that I liked it very much.
Yeah.
And I've used it a lot of times since I got it, because I got
Okay.
it a while ago when we
Right.
first came up with the idea for this episode. So,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yay.
I recommend that one. I think it's a great one to just have
Uh-huh.
in your arsenal, and it won't be an everyday use,
Yeah.
I don't think.
The microphone kind of reminds me. of the
Yeah,
microphone poof.
it's very much a microphone.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than our mics.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
the end.
The long. Yeah.
longevity.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy one of us tried it because we've
Yeah.
heard it from a lot of guests and they all say how amazing it is.
Yeah,
And I
it
never
is.
really got the like allure, but
I would say get one.
Yeah.
Again, it won't be your everyday, but it is like when you want something serious and you're like, I want a rumble
I
tumble.
don't rough and tumble.
Yeah. It's gonna do a great job. And it also probably be good on some back pain.
Yeah, I have a lot of trap pain, honestly.
Yeah.
So maybe I do have a massage gun, but
Mhm.
whatever.
But why not use a magic wand?
What if I use my massage gun? Literally, one of the things is like a pointer, like a spear.
Literally terrifying.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh my
Talk
God.
about your clip falling off.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be so hard.
My clit's gonna
Anyway.
fall off just talking about that.
I know.
It's gonna run off.
Run another direction.
Oh my
That's
God.
great.
Yeah.
That's really fun, and I'm happy that we tried such like different
Me too.
experiences.
You had talked about the rose. I remember.
I
Did you
was-
end up getting it or did you not?
I did not.
Okay.
Because I already knew I loved like clitoral sucking toys.
Yeah. So you're
That I
like,
wanted to try something different.
that's fair.
And I was like, as I started using the Satisfier more, I just really wanted like
Mhm.
penetration with it as well. So that's why I tried this one, which I think I need to give another toy a chance.
Have you ever tried a dildo? Like just a dildo?
Not necessarily like beyond my glass toy
Oh, okay.
that like
Yeah.
doesn't move, you know,
But
it's
not,
just
I'm talking like a fatty silicone
Yeah.
dildo.
No, I haven't. Not that I'm opposed to it. I just love like a vibrating vibrator.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because like just the straight in and out isn't really.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
thing
unless it's
for
attached to a person, because like I like that
Mm-hmm.
experience,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, if it's just me, I feel like straight in and out. It's like it doesn't do much.
Yeah.
I need
Why
a
am
little,
I
a
here?
little bit more. Why am
Yeah.
Why did I show up? There's
Yeah.
other things I could be doing. TV I could be watching.
There are so many shows I could be getting in right now.
Yeah. Well, that was a great do.
Oh, that was great.
One of our more fun.
One of our more fondues, if I
Yeah.
fondue.
Fondue can do this do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speaking for us. We challenge you to buy the toy that you've been thinking about
yeah,
and try it the fuck out.
try it because some of them will be duds. Not everything is for
Not
everyone.
everything's for
And
everyone.
unfortunately, toys aren't really something you can return, but you're worth the investment.
And you can get really affordable toys.
Yes.
My toys
Absolutely.
were the water slide, if you didn't get in the package, is like $25. And then my
That's
other
good.
toy was like $40.
And I feel like the water slide's a great one if you aren't quite ready for like a vibrator or something
Uh-huh.
like that, or if you're living with other people, because it's
Yeah.
just like
No
you're
one's
taking
gonna bother
a bath.
you in the bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally.
I mean, they're like, why are you using so much water? But like, fuck them.
Why is it still on 45 minutes later?
Yeah.
But that's
Screw
none
them.
of your business.
Yeah.
So yeah. Great recon
Yeah.
on these toys.
We're just investigators
Hope you
doing our best.
Hope you got something out of it. Hope you
Yeah.
got off to it. I don't know.
Yeah. If you like the episode, go ahead and share it with somebody else that you think could like the episode or any of our
Mhm.
other episodes. You can also leave us a review on Apple Podcasts
If you wanna.
If you're feeling spicy.
Yep.
You want to give us some of the goods?
Some good. Like a candy because it's
yeah.
almost Valentine's Day.
And we're sweet.
We're sweet.
We're sweet.
Thank you, Cass and Emma, for being here today.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by mimosas and brunch.
Yeah.
In this
I
episode.
really have to pee.
Me too. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go hit the bathroom. Bye.